Hello, good morning, everyone. If you can hear me, can I please have you confirm by typing yes in the chat box? Please type yes to confirm you can hear me. Kindly type yes to confirm you can hear me. Thank you all very much. All right, so let's wait for a few minutes for your colleagues to join us. Let's give them about 2 minutes. So exactly 9:20 would start. All right, so good morning once again, and thank you all very much for joining me today in our maiden class, first class for relationship marketing strategy and entrepreneurship. And thank you very much. If you are happy that we are meeting the first time and you're going to learn a lot from this class about business, about entrepreneurship, and about how you can start your own entrepreneurial business, please type ready in the chat box. Please type ready in the chat box. Let me hear you. Let me see you typing yes, ready in the chat box. Give me ready, 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 ready. Ready, 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 ready. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so you are welcome once again. And my name is Dr. TWENEBOAH, and I'll be taking you this course for the whole semester. It's going to be an intense semester. It's going to be a semester that is going to determine either you graduate or not. But this is your last semester, second semester for your final year. And I will share a couple of things with you. Today, I'm basically going to touch base on exactly what we're going to do this semester. Most importantly, for us to know how I can help you to be you're a good student already, to be a better student, and most importantly, to be able to graduate and graduate peacefully and leave Garden City with joy, with happiness, and with the full confidence that you've indeed come to a school that has transformed you. Okay. So the first thing I would like to talk about is, first of all, I want to know how many centers I have in this class. So class rep, Rosina, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rosina, thank you very much. Rosina, so you are the rep for B, right?
Operator.
For
Yes,
it.
sir. B.
Okay. So this B, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Stay with me. I'm going to ask you a few things. So how many people do we have in Koforidua?
174.
174. Which other centers do we have?
Kumasi 546.
546. And then
Wa 36.
Y is 36. And then
Tamale is 53.
53. All right.
Takrady 94.
Tadi Oha. Bazi.
Ye-
All right. How many? Takrady is how many?
94.
94. And
Akemoda 53.
Akim Oda. 53.
Yeah, and Asanko is 47.
Asanko 47. Okay. So in total, how many do we have? I can't add it now. Okay, I will do that calculation later on. All right. So do we have rep for each of these centers?
Yes, please.
Would you want to coordinate for all of them for us, or you want me to coordinate with everybody individually for the reps?
Sir, everyone will be fine.
Okay. So what I would beg you to do with me is that all the reps from the other centers, as soon as we are done, kindly text me your full name. Okay, no, Rosina, do it this way for me. Create a WhatsApp page for only you reps in that group so that I can communicate
Okay.
with you and you can communicate with everybody else.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this is that the previous classes, previous years, there are times you share information to one person, it doesn't get to the group, it gets somewhere else, people don't get information, people start giving excuses. So this time I want to make sure that everybody gets every information that I give out, especially when I'm giving out the course material, so that nobody
Okay, sir.
complains, minsanka biya. No excuses. Okay, so thank you very much on this one.
Yeah, okay.
Please give me 1 minute. All right. Good. So, as I said, my name is Dr. TWENEBOAH, and I'm going to be your lecturer for this semester. And a few things I want to lay out before I go to talk about the course outline. And please, all of us should take this very seriously because it's something that beats on integrity. It's something that beats the quality of education that we give you. and the quality of interaction that we have with you. So I want us to pay attention to these very important issues. And I usually take my first lecture to do this for us to have the same playing field so that nobody complains about anybody not being fair to them. Instruction number 1, attendance to class is compulsory. Please. Attendance to class is compulsory. It's compulsory because you have paid Garden City University College. No, let's think of the college. No more college. I'm sorry. You have paid Garden City University to give you the opportunity to learn. And we are supposed to honor our part of you paying your fees by we giving you quality education. And the reason why I say that coming to class is compulsory is that many people pay their fees, all right. They don't come to class because it is Zoom class. They don't come here at all, but they expect to pass. In my class, my dear friends, my dear sisters, my loved ones, it's not like that. I take attendance every single day when we meet for lectures. So please, every time that you come to class, I will make sure that I take attendance and I'll make sure that I keep that attendance. And that attendance is going to help me even at the last day when I'm marking your script and I'm submitting my results. It gives a lot of information about everybody in the class. So please, attendance is compulsory, please. If for any reason you're unable to come to class, let me know before the day. And my email address is on the screen, and my phone number is also on the screen. My phone number on the screen is also my WhatsApp number. You can reach me anytime. Give me your reason why you're not coming to class. That's the first instruction. The second instruction that I want to share with you is that when I give assignment, I allow you to confirm the date and the time that you want to submit the assignment. And once we all agree on the day and the time we are submitting the assignment, I will not take no excuse for late submission. It won't happen. Late submission, I will not agree. So please bear in mind that we are going to do some assignments, and when assignment times are due, we all abide by it and stay with it, and so that we can all have very peaceful semester as friends. The next thing about assignment is that now with the space of AI, people use a lot of AI and all kinds of apps to do assignments. My dear friends, we are an academic institution, and as a result of that, we don't condone and connive with people using AI completely to do assignment. It is illegal. It is totally illegal. It's one of the biggest sins that anybody can commit in academia. It's called plagiarism. It's called a sin of plagiarism. And plagiarism has cost professors their jobs. Plagiarism has caused people who are in high-ranking space in academia to lose their space. So if for any reason you use AI to write your assignment or do anything with assignment or work that I give to you, I'm not asking you not to use AI, but use AI with wisdom. You can get AI to guide you, but please, I'll beg you, kindly mute your microphone if you're not speaking. I beg you. Let me see who is there. So if you're going to use AI with wisdom, meaning that you can consult AI to give you ideas, but the final write-up for the assignment should be your work. Otherwise, I'll be very upset with you. In fact, let me be very blunt here. If I check to see your assignment that is fully done with AI, please be assured that you never pass this paper. Now, I'll tell you straight. Use AI, whatever tool that you have to guide you, but don't let it be your assignment writer for you. It is a sin in academia. It's called plagiarism. So please, I beg you, don't do it. The next thing that I want to talk about as far as working together here is concerned is that this course purpose is to equip you with knowledge, some skills, some experiences that can guide you, that can help you, that can excite you to think about business, to think about entrepreneurship. And when I go to talk in detail, maybe later in the course of this semester about the reason why we did this course, you'll notice that there are so much opportunities in your area, in the health sector, that if you are able to understand a bit of entrepreneurship, you should be able to gain additional knowledge. You should be able to expose yourself to some business ventures that can give you extra income, or maybe even eventually get yourself out there and build a business in the health sector. So what I advise you is that open your hearts wholeheartedly. I know most of you have done this course before, but let's take it at a new page for us to learn more about entrepreneurship. And I'm going to give all that I know about entrepreneurship, because apart from teaching full-time in the university, I also run my own consulting firm that also deals with entrepreneurship. So I'm very glad, and I'll be very happy to share a lot of experience with you, a lot of directions and what you can do around entrepreneurship so that you would be able to take this business valuable, this course valuable, and most importantly, be able to get something good out of that. And there are two promises I can give you. There are two promises. Are you ready for those two promises? If you're ready for me to tell you those two promises, I want you to be active in this class. Type yes if you want me to tell you these two promises. I have two promises for all of you. Please type yes if you want me to tell these two promises. Number one promise is that this course you can make very good grades. You can make very good grades because I'm going to make it as practical as possible. I'm going to make it something very close to you that you can easily identify with. And all that you need to do is just read a bit, read around the thing that we are doing and look around you in your environment, in your business, in your community, in your facility to just try to relate what we are going to teach in class with what you see around you. So it's not that difficult. It's practical, it's exciting. The other promise I'll give you is that, and that's what is very dear to my heart, if you take this course seriously, one thing I can seriously promise you is that you can, in the next 6 months to 1 year, come out with your own business. And I'll tell you why I say this. Every year, including all our friends who just left the last semester, every year after this course, I don't get less than 15 people or 15 students from my class, entrepreneurship class, who come back after the lecture and then are able to now start something, some kind of business. I'll tell you the one that recently happened. So in the nursing class, one of your mates that did the class last semester took the course very seriously. And then I was giving them a lot of examples, a lot of examples. And one of the examples that I gave was having, I've heard these people, how do you even call these guys? You see, the woman who lay people in state when people are dead before the funeral, how do you call those people? What name do you give to those people? They are not the morticians. You know, undertakers, correct. Undertakers. So I talked about that. And my reason why I was sharing that with the health professionals, the nurse I was teaching was that if you look at all these undertakers, if you take 100 of these undertakers, I'm sure you'll not get 5 who are health professionals. I don't think so. So I said that if you're a nurse or you're a midwife or you're a health professional, and then you're able to position yourself as somebody who can take care of these bodies very well, it could be a business for you. So in the course also, I teach you business plan, how to write a business plan. So she used this idea that she got to write her own business plan. So that's the assignment that she brought to us. After the semester, she came back. I think the last time I met her was it in June? I think that's the last time I met her. I met her in June, and she has already started the business. She has started. And you know, she charges close like 3,000 to 5,000 cedis, depending on the kind of family she's going to go and take care of these people. So just start paying 5,000 cedis per undertaking job and maybe getting 4 in a month. That is 10,000 Ghana cedis. That's 20,000 Ghana cedis. And I was so happy that she took that advantage. And I took it upon myself as a consultant, as a trainer, to help her to start that business. And I pray that this lady does so well. Because the point is that if my father is passed and I need somebody to take care of the body, an undertaker to take care of the body, and there's somebody who is a health professional, a nurse or a midwife, who understands the dead body much better, who understands the anatomy of the human body better, who understands even how to even treat dead bodies better. And there's somebody who have never been to school. And in fact, most of these people who are undertakers have not even been to school. So it's like a business, like a family business. So now you see that the people who are currently doing it are not so much educated in terms of understanding the anatomy and the physiology of the human body. How much more you, the nurses and midwives and health professionals who understands it better? So if my father is passed and I'm looking for somebody who can take care of this body, please tell me, between the nurse or the health professional and the person who has never been to school but is doing this job, who would I go to? Please type in the chat box. Type for me. So you can type health professional or non-health professional. Where would you take your dead body to? For them to undertake and take care of the body for you, to lay the person in state. Which one would you take care to? The health professional. So that's the kind of idea that I want to throw to these guys. That's the kind of ideas and experience I want to share with you. There is so much that you can get to do in your health space that if you take this course seriously, the second promise I'm giving to you is that you can have a side business in 6 months or 1 year. That's a promise I can give you. It's a big promise I'm giving you. And that's me. Every single year, every single semester that I teach this course, I get people who are serious, who take this course seriously, and many of them have been able to do something. I'll give another example. We are in 2024, 5, 26 academic, 2024, 25 academic year. There was a lady who was a midwife. So, in giving all the examples again, so I'll give a lot of examples from different angles. So I gave an example again about somebody having a health professional having a nanny. Oh, no, sorry, having a creche. And this lady is a midwife. She called me immediately after the class and told me that, oh, say, I've been thinking about having a business. I love children. I want to work with children and this and that and that. I said, oh, well, that's a good idea. So now when we get to the point where we are writing the business plan as assignment, use this idea to write your business plan and let's take it out from there. And she did. Do you know that this lady has turned her home? They have 2 kids with a husband and they live in a 5-bedroom house. Do you know that this midwife who finished Garden City has turned part of their home to a creche? And as at this year, she even called me Christmas. She called me Christmas, Christmas last year, sorry. She called me last year, December, wishing me Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all those ones. And I asked her, Charlie, how about the business? He said, say, Benyam 15. She has 15 kids as a creche in less than 1 year that she's taking care of right now. My dear friend, I'm telling you, if this lady gets a maximum of 50 kids, she'll leave the whole profession, nursing or midwifery, and become a business person. And she can even still keep her profession as a midwife and still take care of the school. That is the power of this course, my dear friends. And I can confidently share this with you because, yes, I'm a full-time lecturer at Garden City. I've been at Garden City. This is my 19th year. I've been in that school for 19 years. So please clap for me before I continue. Clap for me. Clap for me. Clap for me. Clap for me. Clap for me before. Otherwise, I won't continue. Oh, I'm not seeing the clap, Show emojis. I want to see emojis. Aha, I'm not seeing them. All right. So even though I do full-time teaching in the school, Garden City, I run a consulting business. I will talk to you a lot about that. And I'm not sharing those consulting things with my personal things with you because I'm bragging. No, that's not intent at all. The intent behind what I'm trying to do is that I want you to understand that what I'm going to teach you is practical, is hands-on. You only have to take it seriously, get good grades, and most importantly, be able to come out by the time we finish this semester with some idea to start your business by yourself. If you like this and you're ready for us to do this, please type amen in the chat box. And I ask you to do these things because I want you to be interactive. There are some of you who will be in class, will be lying on their bed, they'll be lying with their husbands and boyfriends on their beds. I want you to sit down and type when I ask you to type and raise your hand when I ask you to raise your hand. Don't lie on your bed and be listening to this class. Sit with your table and chair and a notebook and laptop and everything and sit as if you're in class. Please do. Please sit down and do that. Right? So the promise I gave you was that number 1, I'll make this course as practical as possible. And number 2, I would ensure that if you take this course seriously, you should be able to build your business one day, 6 months or 1 year after this course. And that's my promise to you. The last thing I would like to talk about is etiquettes. Zoom class etiquettes, please. I'm sure many of my colleague lecturers have told you a lot about this Zoom matter. But I'm going to add my voice to whatever they've told you. I've had some embarrassing days in class like I'm having with you, where honestly, as a man, I felt so bad that I honestly wish that didn't ever happen to us. So one of the things I'm going to ask you to be doing is that I'll ask you once in a while to read something on the screen or call people's name to make sure they're in class. So one time I was calling a lady, I won't mention her name, I was calling her to read. I think we were talking about how to finance your business. So I was asking her to read on the screen, something that I put on the screen. I was mentioning her name, she wasn't answering. And then all of a sudden, I heard a little baby, a little girl, Mommy, Obi Frau, Mommy, Obi Frau. So the little girl picked the phone, and I noticed the phone was on, the camera was on. So the small girl was saying, Mommy, Obi Frau, Mommy, Obi Frau. So she took the camera to the mother. Unfortunately, the mother was in the bathroom. So how can you be in class, turn on your Zoom, join the Zoom link, and be in the bathroom? This wasn't the small girl's problem. She was only telling her mother that somebody is calling, the mother should respond. So she took the phone to the mother in the washroom. Unfortunately, the small girl didn't know what she was doing. she showed the back of the camera to her mother. Mommy will be from, and the camera was directly on the mother in the bathroom, coming out of the bathroom to collect the camera. And I guess you know what we all saw. And this was a class of almost 1,000 students in class that day. Everybody watching this. As a man, as a husband, as a father, honestly, I felt bad. I felt extremely bad. Unfortunately, when the woman picked the camera to, instead of her, I'm sure she didn't know that the camera was on. And she was trying to just change if she can now cut me or block whatever it was. But before we could say anything else, every part of this lady's facial front part of whatever was showing. I beg you, I beg you. I don't know if I say I beg you in the name of God or in the name of Allah. I beg you. This is a public platform. I don't know who else is recording this. I don't know who is screenshooting anything that we are talking about now. And you are all over the country. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different centers with close to 1,000 students. I don't know who else is recording. Please, I'm telling you, if you make a mistake and that happens, please never hold Garden City to ransom. As far as we are concerned, we have told you that obey by all ethical standards as far as Zoom meetings are concerned. If, for example, that lady's case, immediately I stopped the class, I downloaded the class, I deleted it, I asked the IT team in school, they deleted, everybody deleted it. But we didn't know who else was recorded. So assuming a very bad person in class took a screenshot of that and dropped on social media and said Garden City students showed their body, whatever, on screen, what would you have done? And there's no way I can catch that person. I can't. And the school cannot. But you are somebody's husband, you're somebody's wife, you are somebody's husband, maybe, you're somebody's mother or whatever it is, and your whole nudity will be in public. Please, I beg you, I'm just begging you. If you turn off, if for any reason you're going to turn on your video, please make sure you are decently dressed, you are sitting like a student in a classroom and being professional. If you're not turning on your camera, that's fine. But even then, you must still be in that student mood so they can learn and learn better. I don't want to see this in class. Last semester, it happened again. Last semester, this one, it didn't happen like it happened in the bathroom. But last semester, the lady was on the bed. And when she was getting off the bed, the cloth, not into my anymore, and into many you go from, and the whole breast was showing. The whole breast was. Why would you want to do this to us, please? Me, I prayed this morning. I don't want to go to hell. I beg. I don't want to know trouble. I want to have clean eyes and teach and do my work and go away. Charlie, if you agree that you're going to embarrass me and embarrass yourself, please type agree. Please type agree in the chat box that you are never going to embarrass anybody in this class. You're going to have a clean class. You're going to have an exciting journey together. We are going to be together as a family, and I'm going to love you all. If you agree, please type agree in the chat box. Please type agree. Type agree. Thank you very much. I've seen all of you typing. One, type agree or better. Type agree in the chat box. Otherwise, you sleep. And you don't understand what I'm going to teach you today. Please type agree. All right. The final one I'm going to share with you is that I'm currently working with the MasterCard Foundation at KNUST, and we do a lot of entrepreneurship program for health professionals. And it's very good news for all of you. So MasterCard Foundation, in collaboration with KNUST, is empowering health professionals to transition into entrepreneurship. So every year, we train health professionals from all across Ghana, nurses, midwives, pharmacists, all health professionals who are interested in having health solutions to come to the training program. And I'm sure some of you, if anybody here, we have come to your school or you know about it, please raise your hand and let me know. Raise your hand, let me know if you heard about this program or any of your colleagues have ever come to any of our programs before. I'll be very glad that you let us know, just to confirm that what I'm saying is a reality. All right, Nuruddin, please go ahead. Oh, I saw Nuruddin's hand was up. Has anybody got any of your mates, your colleagues, your friends, your facility to enjoy this MasterCard Foundation, MasterCard Health Collaborative? Has anybody heard about that? Anybody? Yes, Jennifer, please go ahead. Jennifer, I'll mute your microphone.
Yes, a colleague from my work attended one. And then I've seen the programs. They are short courses.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Thank you so much, Jennifer. So it is free. Honestly, it's 100% free. You come for the training program. The short courses are a lot. And maybe I'll be sharing the flyer with you. I think we have started the application for this year's the 2026 cohort. So please take advantage of that. Especially if you are a lady and you are less than 35 years, you qualify for any of the things that we are doing right now. Not for the short course. Short course, everybody qualifies. But for the business plan competition, you should be 35 years and less before you can qualify. And the interesting thing about the business plan competition is that we take you through 10 days of solid entrepreneurship training. And then we'll give you the chance to come and pitch your business idea to a panel. And if your business idea, which in this case should be a health business idea, is very viable, MasterCard Foundation is ready to fund as much as 15,000 US dollars grant. 15,000 US dollars grant is free money to you. All that they're asking for you to do is that make sure your business becomes successful, make sure you're able to do the business and do it well, and then employ other people in the space. They are trying to empower us to be entrepreneurs. They are trying to reduce unemployment. So please, when this opportunity becomes available, I beg you, take advantage. And it's only in this class I can take some of the advantages from, because I'm part of the committee. I'm part of it. I'm doing this for the next 10 years as a consultant, and I'm bringing this good news to you. So as I said, this class is full of goodies. You only have to take it seriously, and I'm sure you never regret that you joined us in this class, and then all fine. Finally, I forgot almost one thing, sorry. Finally, as part of my entrepreneurship training and coaching that I do for many businesses, every Thursday between 7 and 8 p.m., I host a free entrepreneurship strategy class. Free entrepreneurship training class. Every Thursday between 7 and 8 p.m., I invite my colleague friends. I invite people who are entrepreneurs, professionals, accountants, marketers, HR people, very successful seasoned entrepreneurs to join us every Thursday where we discuss business. And the whole idea is to empower anybody who is serious about building a business to learn more from these people. Okay, so I would beg you that Thursdays, please join us every Thursday. And I'll share the link on our main class page. I will beg you to please join the class and then learn more, because it's actually a continuation of what we learned every year in class. Whatever we learn here, I get somebody else who's an experienced person to share more thoughts on that. So just last Thursday, for example, we talked about how to structure a very successful business. How do you start the business in the first place? And I had one of my very close friends from Nigeria, Lagos, Dr. Adeleke Adesino, to teach us the 7 P's of starting a very successful business. And I'll share that link with you. It's on YouTube. And please, when I share with you, you can go on YouTube and watch it. And if you find any value in the video that you watch on YouTube, please just subscribe to my channel, and then also like it and share with other people so that we can get as many people as possible beginning to understand how they can apply and build very good business for themselves. Okay. All right. Any questions on these before I move on? Any concerns? Adeleke that we know. I don't know. This guy is called Dr. Adeleke Adesino. He's a business consultant in Lagos, Nigeria. Adeleke Adesino in Nigeria. So I don't know if it's the same person though. All right. Any questions, any comments before I move on? Any comments? All right. So number one, please attend class every time. If for any reason you can't come to class, please let me know. Number two, make sure that you abide by all the Zoom meeting, online virtual class etiquettes. Ensure that you don't embarrass yourself. Number three, make sure that assignments are submitted on time as agreed by the class. Again, make sure that you join our Thursday free entrepreneurship class to still give you more skills to be able to become a very successful entrepreneur. And then next, I said that I promise you 2 things. One, you can get very good grades if you take the course seriously. And number two, within 6 months to 1 year, you can start your own professional business and do well with it. And finally, I've told you the goodies for MasterCard Foundation, and I'll share all those details with you. And then finally, I would want you, if you can, when I share the link, the videos the recording that we had for the Thursday programs, please go on my YouTube channel, watch it, subscribe to my channel, like it, and share with other people so that that can help as many people as possible watch these videos, and then they can build businesses. In my life right now, I've come to believe that the easiest and the fastest way to get people out of poverty, including you and I, is to alert them to the power of entrepreneurship. The fastest the easiest, the most ethical way to get people out of poverty, people who can't feed themselves, people who can't take care of their families, people who can't even go to church because they can't have money for collection, people who have to do certain things as bad as it is because they need money to take care of themselves. If you want to take those people out of the street, you want to take people out of these troubles, the fastest, the easiest, the one with the highest level of integrity is to expose them to entrepreneurship. And that's the reason why I've devoted myself to build that company called Hypac Services. And my main focus is to introduce entrepreneurship to as many people as possible. If you want to double your income in 2026, if you want to make extra income in 2026, your promotion may come, may not come now. And I'm sure most of you have been on the same salary for years now. And until you are promoted, maybe after school, it's the same salary you'll get. But I can bet you that if you take entrepreneurship seriously, in less than 6 months, you can double how much money you make from the hospital. If you started an undertaker business, if you are paid 5,000 Ghana cedis per month for working for 30 days as a health professional, as a midwife, as a nurse, as a doctor, as a pharmacist, as an architect, as a whoever, as a lecturer, 5,000 for 30 days, and then somebody pays you 5,000 for 1 day, which one would you take first? Hello, my dear sweet baby. You are working for 30 days, you are paid 5,000. And somebody is paying 5,000 for a day. Which one would you take? Full-time or part-time? Please type in the chat box for me. Type either part-time or full-time in the chat box for me. Type. I want to see it. If you don't type, you won't understand what I'm trying to say. Type either full-time or part-time. Your full-time is giving you 5,000 cedis for working for 30 days, and your part-time is giving you 5,000 cedis in a day. Not even a day. You put the body in state they bring the body in, let's say, from 4:30 p.m. the previous day, and they put the body, you prepare the body, let's say from 8 p.m. to the next morning, 9 a.m. when the body is put back in the coffin, and then they go and bury the person. You are done. It's not even full day. Your job is not full day. It's just like half a day. And it's part-time, they're giving you 5,000. But you go and work in the hospital for 30 days. Even that 30 days money they're paying, but the government is still doing some libi laba. I'm sure you all agree with me that you do more part-time than you do full-time. And I can bet you that if you take your part-time seriously, eventually your part-time that is paying you 5,000 cedis a day will tend to become your full-time job that will pay you 20,000 cedis in a month. That's again 5,000 cedis in a month. And I'm a living testimony to this. I do full-time Garden City. And I'm saying this to back to the point that this course, I'm not just interested in teaching you because I'm a lecturer teaching you this. My honest passion for teaching this course is that if you take this course seriously, my dear friends, you can start making extra income. So I do full-time Garden City and I do part-time Hypac Services, consultant, trainer, helping other people. I work only 4 hours a day in my part-time business. How do I do this? By 6:30 a.m., I'll be in my consulting business every single day. 6:30 a.m. So I work 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. in my consulting business. And I'll leave 8:30 to Garden City to go and do my full-time job. 4:30, I've closed. By 5:30, I'm back in my consulting firm. So I work from 5:30 to 7:30 and I close. So 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evenings. I know what is happening to me now, my dear friends. I give God all the glory. I'm not a wealthy person, but I'm not a poor person. But I thank God because looking at where I'm coming from and where I am currently, Charlie, to God be all the glory. Please type to God be all the glory in the chat box for me. Type it for me before I continue to say this. And my dear friend, I'm not giving motivational notes. No. It's not motivational. I'm telling the reality. If anybody wants proofs, I can show you proofs of what I'm telling you. To God be all the glory. Please type to God be all the glory in the chat box. Letitia, you can't come and chop my money. You have to work with me before you can chop my money, I beg. Yeah. So I do only 4 hours. 4 hours, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. And when I get home by 8:30 p.m., by 8:30 thereabout, there are times I have to work the whole night to the following morning. Because that's the only time I can work on my part-time business that is paying me sometimes even more than working on my full-time business. This is because the power of entrepreneurship and the grace of God has found me, and gradually we are getting to where we want to be. And that's the kind of same feel I want to give you, because you're also working full-time, your salaries are not enough, your kids are not going to better schools. The kind of school that you really want your child to go, they are not able to get there because your salary is not enough. Everyone on this in this call right now would have loved that our kids go to international schools, good schools, but unfortunately, you didn't here, because if you move your child to a school right now, I'm sure daddy and mommy have to put all their salaries together in a month to go and pay their child's school fees. True of us. You can't live your life like that. So we take our kids to normal schools, but I don't think we're born to this earth. We were brought on this earth by God to live normal lives. I don't think so. We're brought on this earth to live extraordinary lives. And I have come to realize that the fastest, the easiest, the move with the highest level of integrity to take people out of poverty is to expose people to the power of entrepreneurship. And that's what I'm trying to do with you. I'll give my final example on this before I move. And I'm showing you this because even after this class, after this course, after this, end of this semester, please, I beg you, find ways and means to deep dive yourself into entrepreneurship. And you see what I'm talking to you about. So in 2022, I was on radio. I was on Love FM with David Akwete, and I was talking about business, about this same entrepreneurship thing. So a lady heard me, and so after every program on radio, I just take my number out. So anybody can call me sometimes, and we discuss about business. And that's how I get business, actually. So this lady calls me after the program and said her name is Angela Oforiwa, and she heard me on radio, and she's been thinking of starting her own business, but she doesn't have money. So she wants to come and talk to me if I can help her to find the money. And I said, well, please come, let's discuss. If it's something I can help find, if I can't help, I can probably lead you to somebody else who can help you to do what you want to do. So the next morning she came. She came with two kids, one small girl at the back and one small, I think the one at the back was like 1.5 years or so, or 2 years. And the other guy that was working was about also 6 or something. I mean, they're quite old. And then what she said was that she's been thinking of doing business, but I said, what? The lady told me that she needed, please mute your microphone, Dora. So she said she needed 5,000 Ghana cedis to start her business. And I said, what kind of business did she want to start? She wanted to do, in the mornings, some ladies would do porridge in the morning, fried egg, and one more, and Indomie in the mornings. I'm sure you know some of those people, right? So it's something that they do it from the morning to like 11, they close, and they come back late in the evening and do the same thing. So you know those people. That's what she said she wanted to do because she could not take care of her kids. And the two kids, the smaller one's father is different from the bigger one, the elder one. So the two kids have different fathers. So one mother, two fathers. One mother, two husbands. Even though she's not married to both of them, but they have kids. So I was worried. I was tempted to ask her how she got to have two kids with different guys, but I closed my mouth because I don't know what happened. I didn't want to know the story. So long story, I said, then I'll help her, but I won't give you the 5,000. So what I'm teaching you in this class, I taught that lady in less than 2 hours in my office. So we did a very simple one-page business plan. And I noticed that she didn't need 5,000 Ghana cedis. She needed about 1,340 Ghana cedis. You know why? Because when we did the plan, we noticed that most of the items that she needed to start her business, she had them in the house already. So typically in this kind of business that she wanted to do, she will need a frying pan, she will need a ladle, she will need a table, she will need a burner, she will need a gas cylinder, she will need egg, she will need oil, she will need those basic things. My dear friends, this lady had a gas burner and a cylinder. So we didn't go to buy that. She had a table in her kitchen that she wasn't using. We didn't buy the table. She had 2 frying pans in the house. We brought them to the business. She had this thing, chair. So we bought a chair too. So after looking through the list of the items that she needed to do the business, she needed to buy only the ingredients to start the business and fill the gas cylinder. Some small money to buy egg, 1 crate of egg, buy 1 box of Indomie, buy 1 gallon or 1 bottle of oil, buy some spices, onion, pepper, and those small things. My dear friends, instead of giving her 5,000 Ghana cedis, I honestly gave the lady a 1,500 Ghana cedis because the calculation brought us to 1,340 Ghana cedis. So I gave her 1,500 cedis and I told her that in 6 months, I want my money back with no interest. My dear sisters, my dear lover babies, I was synchronized with me. I'm telling you, This lady, in less than 3 months, came back to my office and was bringing me back my 1,500 Ghana cedis. In fact, she was going to give me 2,000 Ghana cedis, but I said, I just need my 5,500 Ghana cedis. She started her business. Now, what intrigued me most, and that's why I've told you that I believe strongly that the easiest and the fastest way to take people out of poverty is to expose them to the power of entrepreneurship. Somebody should teach people how to do this. And I'm dedicating my life to do this because this lady came back. That day, the first day she came back with the 2 kids, right? But the second day, not the second day, the next time she came to visit me to pay me my money back to me, I gave her 6 months. She came back in less than 6 months. She came, the kids will not come. I asked her, Madam, you know what she told me? The lady knelt in front of me in my office. I'm actually talking to you from my office. She knelt down in front of me in my office and said, Dr. TK, wadaroma eno muanti, and then my school. Because of the help you gave me, my kids now go to school. My dear friends, when the lady entered my office, honestly, let me use the right word in Chi to let you know, understand what I'm trying to say. Because I'm sure now this, you know, this rasta thing you do with big, I don't know how you guys call it. As soon as she entered my office, I felt that scent in my office. But this other time, when this lady came back and came to pay me my money, and she told me that because of what we did, the kids are in school. This lady has changed. Her body has changed. In fact, first time I buy no fair. But second time no buy no. Oh, that's why I fair. But I refused to fall. I didn't fall. Please type amen for me. Type amen for me. Type amen for me. I didn't fall. I didn't even fall in my heart. I didn't fall in my heart. Please type amen for me. I thank God I didn't fall. The lady was beautiful, but because of poverty, she was looking very ugly and smelling. God forgive me, I beg. Because of poverty, she wasn't looking good. And the kids were looking that shabby. But my dear friends, because of a very simple introduction to entrepreneurship, the lady could take her kids to school. Her whole dressing has changed. She was wearing some perfume. Honestly, the perfume there wasn't good. As soon as she entered the room, no, I started sneezing. There was this cheap perfume. But what perfume? The perfume only, well, you know the thing. But you see, what I'm happy about, and I'm sharing this with you, is that the kids are in school. The lady is looking much more beautiful. In fact, none why that's why I saw that no shape kakra. But first, the man also no shape because none why style be. But that's why she has shape, like the cook shape. You know what I'm saying? Everything was showing proper. Maybe I didn't know because she was coming to see me. That's why she was showing all those ones. I don't know. She was looking good, man. You know. But she said something to me, my dear friends, that really got my heart saddened. She said to me that, Dr. TK, I mean Shroud. Now, if for any reason I would have to find money for my kids to eat every day before I met you, I would have to go and find somebody, either my ex-boyfriend or any of the kids, papa, to go and sleep there the night before you can get money to feed the kids. And she said something to that really started my heart, my friends. She said that if she go to sleep there today, it means that she has to go and leave the kids to somebody else and come and sleep here because of money. This is like prostitution, professional prostitution. And then when she comes to the house, usually because she was sneaking to go and sleep there, she has to get there like 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. My dear friend, she says to me that from 10 to the next morning, the man will give her the money, but she'll pay for it. And I'm sure you understand. She has to pay for it. And she said to me that many times, brother TK, I never tell me yari. There's many days. But the matter romantic and it may show mama go school. That is the power of entrepreneurship. That's how we can take people out of poverty. And I thank God that God used me to help this lady. And that same passion got me to even do this my consulting business even much deeper. My passion for what I do as a consultant, as a trainer for helping entrepreneurs is deeper, is stronger for me because I know there are too many people out there that we need to help. And I want God to use me to help that many people. One of the projects I want to do for the rest of my life is to see how I can get the young boys out of the street. These boys who have made their hair some way, they are always wearing, and their boxer shorts are all falling down. They don't wash down, they don't bath, they don't clean their teeth, they don't comb their hair, they are riding a bobo yapra, they are putting earrings left, right, center, corner in their ears as if they are mad people, but they are human beings. How do we get these guys out of the street, my dear friends? Because if we don't, if you and I don't, you know what's going to happen? Our little girls we are taking to school would go through school, do so well, get good jobs, but they will not find the right husbands to marry. Think about it. They will not have the right husband to marry because these guys have become so dirty, so bad, so ugly, so some way that our little girls will not want to marry them. But the most dangerous part of it is that because we're not taking care of the guys and they're on the street, they will see that the girls are doing well, they are driving nice cars, they are living in nice neighborhoods, and then because they feel they have been cheated, they will take their guns and start attacking our ladies. My dear friends, if we want our women to get good husbands in the next 10, 15 years, we need to find a way to get these boys out of the street. My desire, honestly, is to find money, and if you have money, please join me to do this, is to build barbering shops across the country. And I can put like 5 boys in one barbering shop. But before I put them in that barbering shop, I have to train them deeply about entrepreneurship. Polish them up, let them dress well, let them cut off that hair on their hair, let them dress nicely, let them find some nice perfumes on their body, let them be gentlemen and manage a barbering shop. And I'm sure if you build them that way, we'll take them off the street, we'll discipline them, and our kids, our little babies, would have very good husbands to marry very soon. And that's the reason why I want to share this with you, my friends. Yes, I'm teaching you as academic. I'm teaching you as a university lecturer. But my deeper desire, my friends, is to help as many people as possible to be exposed to the power of entrepreneurship so that we can take off them on the street and let everybody live a decent, dignified life as human beings created by God in his own image and love. If you believe in this and you are willing to help me to do this, and together throughout this semester, we can work together as people, as ladies and gentlemen in this class, including me. Starting from today, please type God in the chat box for me. Please type God in the chat box for me. So William says that the easiest and the fastest way to take people out of poverty is to expose them to the power of entrepreneurs. William, thank you very much. Put that on your status. I'm going to put that on my status immediately. Put that on your status. Put that in your status. The easiest, the fastest way to take people out of poverty is to expose them to the power of entrepreneurship. I am going to do that. I'm going to put that on my status, and I believe that strongly. At least for now, I've seen how far God has brought us to have helped as many people to get out of poverty, and I want to do more. I want to do more. I'm going to put that in my status very, very soon. Very, very, very soon. All right. Good. So now let me just get any questions up to this point, please. Any comments, any contribution you want to make to this? I want this class to be very interactive. I want us to, it's an experiential class. It's not a class of just lecture, go away. It's an experiential class. Any comments? Doc, are you an evangelist? No, Letitia, I'm not. Even though I went to St. James Seminary. I went to the seminary. I'm a Catholic, but I'm not a Catholic priest. But I'm not an evangelist. I love God. God has brought me very far, and I love him, and I want to live my life for him. I want to make sure that I give my best. He has given me the gift, so maybe that's my ministry. That's what I want to do. So I'm not an evangelist. I want to be one very soon, though. All right. Any comments so far? Hey, St. Hubert, yes, I went to St. Hubert, Rosina. I'm a Sawus boy. I almost became a Catholic priest, but I don't know. I know baby and my uncle in Pacho, me fan shoot me and my uncle, or baby and dad. Rosina, don't do that. All right. Any comment, please? Does anybody want to make a comment before I move on to talk about something briefly, and then we'll close our class for today? And this is what I do with my first class all the time. My first lecture, I want us to lay a very strong foundation before we move on. Any comments? Please raise your hand, and let's see if there are any comment that we want to talk about. Bright Menka says, I said, those guys, they'll use the entrepreneur money to take drugs. So yeah, so the point is that how do we now, so we will not only give them money to start doing whatever they want to do. You expose them to the power of entrepreneurship first. You expose them to a bigger picture. You expose them to something better than drugs. You expose them to something nicer, beautiful, much more dignifying than just what they do. So I'll give an example. There's a guy who lives around my area, and that's a typical guy that I want to help at the time. He comes home very late. He's always wearing the same kind of dress. His boxer shorts always showing. The jeans always like falling down. He had done his hair, this rasta small, like the ladies do. Some dirty, always looking very dirty. So one day I called him, Ibrahim, and I said, Ibrahim. So after talking to Jesus Christ. So I'm sure this our friend is in the kitchen instead of being in the class. Repent, my friend. Please repent. All right. So I called Ibrahim and I noticed that Ibrahim was not exposed at all. Fortunately for me, around that time, one of my cousins came from the US and she came with this car, Navigator, this big American car. So he was leaving my house. So one day, my cousin and I were going out. I saw Ibrahim. I mean, he was looking very dirty. So I told my cousin that, oh, let's give this guy a lift. So no, I can't want him way. No, let's give the guy a lift. My cousin was very hesitant. He didn't want us to do because so my cousin asked me, do you know? I said, yeah, I know he's called Ibrahim, he lives in our neighborhood. No, and when he thinks I never time a car, so we got the car into the car. And then we drove from my house to the next junction. We drove about 30, 45 minutes before the guy got down. So he got down, came to say thank you to us, and he left. Do you know what happened? I think about a week or so. I'm sure the guy was looking for me, wasn't finding me. So he came to my house one morning, very early morning, around 6:30 a.m. And then one of my friends told me that someone was looking for. I came out, and this guy came and said, "Oh, Uncle Tike, that was I came to thank you for giving me lift the last time." So, oh, that left here is normal. I said, no, it's not normal. Then he said, Uncle Tike, can I come and wash the car I sat in every day in your house for you? I said, the car no be mine, you know. It's my cousin's car. He went to Accra. So, Uncle, can I fall? He can't move FSA. Do you know what has happened to this guy? By just sitting in that Navigator car, in fact, that car is a very beautiful car. Very, very beautiful car. I'm sure those who know the car will know. By the guy just sitting in that car was exposed to something else. This is someone who's been sitting in Abubuya in Prague almost all his life. And one day he sat in a Navigator. A Navigator is a normal car. It's beautiful and everything is cool, but it's a car. So how come somebody sitting in just a simple car could have that mindset shift that, there's a better way of living my life, and asking me if you could come and wash my car every day for me? I said, no, my cousin is going to Accra. So I'm going to take him patrol I said, wash my car now. I said, yes, no problem. But my wife was afraid. The first day the guy came to wash the car in my house, my wife said, hey, I said, no, madam, take your time. My wife was insisting that I stop the guy from coming to the house because she was afraid. And that's what I'm telling you, that if we don't take this guy out of the street, our daughters won't get husbands to marry. So I managed to convince my wife, and eventually she became cool, all right, but not too cool. My friend, do you know that Ibrahim is now learning mechanics as an apprentice? Ibrahim dresses better. Ibrahim comes to my house every single day, including this morning, to wash my car, and then Sundays come to clean, cut the grass and cut the weeds and mow the lawns and everything else. Every single 2 weeks Sunday, Ibrahim comes to mow my grass for me, and we pay him. All that I'm saying is that I agree with you, Bright, that yes, the guys will use the money for something else, but the point is that they haven't seen the other side of life. All they know is the drugs. All they know is not dressing well. All they know is not taking their bath. All they know is something dirty. Let's expose them to something else. It's not going to be all of them. But out of 10, I can confidently tell out of 10, we can get 6 people transformed. And that's the power that I want us all to do together. All right. So the fastest and the easiest way to take out of people out of poverty is through the power of entrepreneurship. Let's do that. Okay. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's an opportunity to give. Things can change. Yeah, thank you very much, Sylvester. He will be a better one day. Okay, right. Good. So quickly, Esther Ade and Teresa Japan. Can you please mute your microphones? I'm grateful. Please mute your mic. Yeah, Tali, we a guy, Ibrahim. Oh, so Ibrahim has brought Ibrahim's Lincoln Navigator. That's a car. Look in the chat box, you see it. That's Navigator. His was black. So you can imagine. That's American Navigator. Okay. All right. So my dear friends, if there are no questions, let me quickly walk you through what we are in for this semester. I wish everyone would do this in our community. Anchor, the community would improve. Charlie, but it's not easy, Cynthia, I'm telling you. It's difficult. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. All right. I wish everyone, okay. All right, Cynthia, thank you very much on that. All right. So now let's see what we have in this semester. Again, so I'm going to be very interactive. I want somebody to read what you see on the screen for us. Who wants to read? Please raise your hand and I'll give you the permission to read. Who wants to read? Who wants to read? Please raise your hand for me. Otherwise, I'm going to call names. All right, so let me call, okay. Angela, thank you very much. Please read.
Okay, thank you, sir. Garden City University, School of Business and Applied Sciences, Department of Business Studies. Lecturer, Dr. Isaac TWENEBOAH KODUAH, PhD, Chartered Marketer, MBA, MPhil, Marketing. Office, New Staff Offices, RM1, Old Block. Contacts, TWENEBOAH KODUAH at gcuc.edu.gh. Tell and what? WA 0506016060. Appointment. Please email or call to book for an appointment. Course title: Entrepreneurship and Innovation, Relationship Marketing Strategy and Entrepreneurship. Course code ENT406. Course level 400. Credit value 3. Semester 1 and 2. Thank you.
Good. That's what I'm going to do. Just get everybody interacting in the class. So that's my information up there that you want to know. So our course is Relationship Marketing Strategy and Entrepreneurship for you. That's the course. Now, I'll send this to you, but let me just walk you through a few areas. So number one, I want you to look at the grading scheme. So we're going to have this semester and continuous assessment, which will come in the form of assignment and all that. So that'll be 30%, and end of semester would be 70%. That makes 100%, right? What course are we going to take? So week one, technically this week, we're supposed to be looking at entrepreneurship and the process of entrepreneurship. Where we talk about, we define what entrepreneurship is, the type of entrepreneurship, the advantages, the disadvantages, the characteristics and traits of successful entrepreneurs and all that. We'll do that next week. That will be our foundation, right? So please take note of that. You can go online and read anything about this. And for those of you who have taken the course before, kindly revert back to your old notes. That would give you some foundation to start with. And then once we have decided to become entrepreneurs, how do we find business ideas? How do we find business opportunities? So talk about opportunity identification and exploitation. How do we do that? So we define what an opportunity is and what a business idea is. And how do we even find these business ideas as entrepreneurs? So that will continue to the third week. And the fourth week, we write a business plan. And in fact, before we do the business plan, we'll do a course called the feasibility analysis. And that's with 3. Want to see that if you find a business idea, how do you choose among the many opportunities that you have? Because many of us in our head right now would have different ideas, 2, 3 ideas, 4 ideas, 5 ideas. Amongst the many ideas, as a result of limited resources for us to start all of the business at the same time, you may have to make a choice of taking one of them to start with first. But the question would always be that how do we choose idea A, not idea B, before you start? So I'll walk you through what we call feasibility analysis. Or maybe if you have time, we'll do what we call design thinking to understand how to choose a business idea. And then once you have chosen a business idea, we'll write a business plan. And this is one of the deliverables that I would want everybody to be seriously thinking about. I'm going to show you how to write a business plan. And all of us are going to write a business plan. And one of the reasons why many businesses struggle and they fail, based on my years of experience working in this consulting business, is that many people start business without thinking through the nitty-gritties of what it takes to build a business. In trying to manage an entrepreneurial business, you need to know how risk-taking comes and how to have business management skills. The two would come together all the time. So I'll walk you through how to write a business plan. In this case, we're going to use the business model canvas to write a business plan. And I'm sure some of you have heard this before, but I'm going to go take you through again for you to know how it's done. And then we talk about financing, entrepreneurship financing. Now you have a business idea. Yes, you have written your business plan. Yes, you need 5,000 cedis to start this business. Where do you find the money from? We'll talk about the sources of financing your business. Where and how do we find money to pay for our business, to start our business? We'll talk about all that. And that's a very important topic that I also want to take out. So I'll take you through for you to understand carefully what exactly it is. Then we're going to talk about forms of business ownership structure. every business should have a legal identity. And this legal identity could come in the form of the kind of business ownership structure you want to find to identify and pick and use. So we'll talk about sole proprietorship, we'll talk about limited liabilities, we'll talk about public liability companies and all that. Which of them do you want to start with? So I'll expose you to the forms of business ownership structure that are available and the advantages and disadvantages of each of them and which one is the best to start with before you begin to grow and become a bigger company. All right, then we'll move on to talk about marketing, extremely important. How do we get customers? How do we create awareness about our business? How do we get people to know about us so that they'll buy our products and services and make us money? And then we'll end that semester with it. So technically, we are going to go through about 12 or 13 topics throughout this whole semester of a maximum of 10 or 12 weeks. It's going to be intense. It's going to be a little bit tight, but please bear with me. I'll try as much as possible to make it very practical so that all of us will be able to benefit from it. And I'll still promise you two things. One, if you take this course seriously, you get very good grades. Number two, if you take it extremely serious, you can build a business in 6 months or less. And that's my promise to you. I've seen it happening. It has happened to me myself. It has happened to many of your colleagues as well, including those who just finished my course last semester. And most importantly, as many people in this country. And I thank God for how far He's brought me on this. All right, so that's how we're going to take to our course this year. So I'll share this link, I'll share the course outline with you. Please, all of you must read the first week lectures. What is entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship process? The definition of entrepreneurship, the types of entrepreneurial businesses, advantages of and disadvantages of starting your own business. Why do you want to start an entrepreneurship business? What are the characteristics of entrepreneurship? What's the difference between entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship and small business? I would want you to look at all these ones because next week I'll go very fast on this to lay the foundation and then we'll take out from there. Okay? All right. Any questions, please? Any questions, any topic, any concerns for now? Please raise your hand before I bring our discussion to a close. Today, I'm not going to teach you much. That's what I've done today. I've just laid the foundation for all of us to understand what we can do. And basically, that's it. Okay? All right. Any concerns? Please raise your hand. I will let you speak. Please raise your hand. Honorable. Hello? Doc. Your classmate from back is here. I'm sorry, my brother called me. All right, so I saw a hand up. Whose was it? Please raise your hand. Any concerns, any questions, any comments? Ask me anything. Are there any concerns apart from this course in school? Are there any issues that they want me to know about? Okay, so fortunately, I'm the director for the Office of Institutional Advancement, and my role is to take care of alumni, is to take care of marketing, is to take care of student satisfaction, is to take care of international students and all that. So if there are concerns there as well, I'll be very glad to pick them as well and see that I can take them to the appropriate department for them to handle them for you. Okay. So let's use the next 10 minutes to do this. All right, Jemima, please go ahead. Jemima, Kofi, your hand is up. All right, Jemima is not speaking. Let's go to Eva Otu. Eva, can you unmute your microphone? Oh, none of them. Oh, you're not able to speak. Jemima, please unmute your microphone if you want to speak. Jemima, Kofi, your hand is up. Oh. You have to unmute your microphone if you still want to speak. Okay. All right, so that is that for now. So the final thing that I want to share with you is that I don't sell handout for this class. I'm writing a book. I'm not done yet, so I don't have a textbook for it. But there is a company in Accra. They are called Pearson's International. It's an international publishing company. They produce books, entrepreneurship books. They have books on entrepreneurship, and they are willing to give us the e-versions of the book. And maybe next week, quickly, I will show you how it's done, and then we'll take it up from there. So we have to pay to them, and then they'll give us access to the online version. And the online version is the full book, but in the e-copy, in the e-book, in the e-book version. But the beautiful thing about their books is that you can also get the audio version of the book. So whatever chapter, for example, the first chapter, we'll probably talk about what is entrepreneurship. You can get that portion to be read to you as audio. So you get the ebook itself, and then you get the audio version. All right. So last year they were selling for 110 Ghana cedis. So please note this: as a lecturer, I am not selling the book to you. I don't have my own textbook approved by the school for me to sell to you. So I'm not selling a handout to you. I'm selling an internationally published textbook to you. Please take note of that. And I don't want anybody to go and get the school to embarrass me. I am not selling any book to you. I'm recommending the entrepreneurship book to you, and it's sold by Pearson's. Pearson's is an international publishing house. They give us the ebook and they give us the audio version as well, with examples, with MCQs, with sample questions and answers and all that in the book. So those of you who are interested, I think last time was 110 Ghana cedis. Those of you who are interested, you can only pay your money to your class rep. I am Rosina, or whichever the central rep is. I'll connect once they create a WhatsApp page. I will send a link of the person who does the registration in a crowd to you, and then you are going to pay the money to them, and they will give you access to those books for those who have paid. So please take note of that. I am not selling my book to you. I'm recommending an internationally published book to you from Pearson's. And for those who are interested, you go for it. It's not by force. You can find your own entrepreneurship book. In this course outline, I've indicated books that are available that you can go and buy yourself and read. If you go to Kingdom, you can get them. Some of them are 300, 500, 750 Ghana cedis. But the one that I like most is by Scarborough, Entrepreneurship and Innovation by Scarborough. It's about 750 Ghana cedis. You can go for it. That's fine. But what I'm recommending to you, the online version with the audiobook and ebook is 110 Ghana cedis. Get your rep. I'll send the link, the contact number for the reps to your reps, and the reps will contact them, and they will connect you and set you up online. They set you up individually with your email address and your index number before you can get access to it. Okay, so pay your 110 Ghana cedis to your reps, and they will take it out from there and get you the book. And that's the book we are going to use for the semester if you want to. But if you have any access to any entrepreneurship book as well, once the topic is in that book, please go for it, and then you can use it as well. Okay? All right. Any more questions, any comment? Rosina, are you here still with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Rosina, any comments, any questions, any concerns that you want me to know about?
No, please.
Okay. All right. How about any of the rest from the other centers, from Kumasi Center, Wa Center, Tamale, Takoradi, Akimoda, and Asankregwa? Any comments from you? Any concerns from any of these centers? The reps, please, can I hear any of you speaking before I close the class?
No, sir, please.
Okay, that's Annabelle. Thank you very much, Annabelle. Annabelle, which center is it?
Takade.
Thank you. Ebazi. Kofi Kinata, know what dinner?
Anyway,
Yay, fancy. All right. How about any other reps? Can I hear you? Any concerns?
no, please, sir.
Okay, Fatih, from which center?
Tamale, please.
Thank you very much. I'll come and eat TZ with guinea fowl, okay?
No problem, sir.
Great. Thank you very much. Yes, who else? So I've heard Koforidua, I've heard Said. Said from where?
Yes,
Said
sir.
from which center?
From where?
Wow. Okay. Wow. I'll come to Wow very soon to also eat guinea fowl too.
What
All right.
center?
Thank you very much, Said. Okay. All right. Who else?
Okay. No, sir, please.
All right. That's Bright. Thank you very much, Bright. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for making time to join me this morning. First lectures are not supposed to be too lengthy and too technical. I've done my bit of it. Let's meet again next week, Saturday, and God willing, we'll have some more deeper discussion about how we can use entrepreneurship to take people out of poverty, including you, including me, to create wealth for ourselves. All right, so you can always reach me on the WhatsApp page, and most importantly, you could also, on the class page, if there are any concerns, you can drop it there as well, and I'll be very glad to help you with it. If you have found value in this discussion today, please type value in the chat box before we go. Type value in the chat box. Please type value. I want to see you typing value. All right. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a good morning. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again next week, Saturday, same time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.